for allowing us into your home. We wanted a more relaxed kind of conversation, something that's a bit different from the you that we've seen. So thank you for allowing us into your home.
You're welcome. Once it's an interview, you can never be relaxed.
Well, that's the whole idea. So maybe I can make you a lot more relaxed.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. But I figure that this is not the only place that you have. You've got lots of properties.
Well, I do. But I'm here. This is very small, but because of proximity to the city, it's very convenient. I can walk to the ministries without driving, So.
Do you ever walk to the ministries?
Oh, yes.
Really?
I cut across moving peak, then people will be looking at me, jumping there. But yeah, I do that. Why not?
Don't they stop you?
Oh, not really. They call and I wave. A form of exercise. But it cannot be your normal exercise because the distractions are too many.
But you walk alone without protection?
Why do I need protection? I'm free.
Really?
I don't need anybody to go with me to the ministries. I walk across.
But I would think that because of what you do, because of the information that you have on people, you'll be a target.
Well, I know, but I believe all die be die. So whatever happens, one day definitely you're gonna go. So I don't let the death intimidate me in order not to live my normal life. So I do. I'm just free. Whatever happens, so be it.
What other normal things do you do? I mean, you don't do your own breakfast, do you?
If it's in US or wherever, I would have probably done it myself because Madam will be running to work.
Okay.
But here, normally if you do that, they would think you're a fool. Ours, the women do most of the cooking and everything. So if my relatives, I think my sister is in there. If she sees me preparing breakfast, my companies, and I see people working, I have to go to Tema, have two sites that at least you get about 50, 60 people working besides my permanent workers, those things. That's the joy. I'm able to create jobs for people. Then besides that, talking about happiness is have a lot of kids. When I see them, dining, we are all eating together, I feel so good about it, So these are basically, but I say money because I want to make more money and create more jobs, establish a lot of businesses to create employment. And so I'm always thinking. So if you ask me what makes me happy, I don't know. I'm always on the move. And every day I enjoy. I don't wait till tomorrow. Today comes, is my happiness.
How many businesses do you have?
I have quite a number of businesses. It's not only the TV. TV doesn't bring anything. The media, it doesn't bring anything. So
did you set it up because you thought it would fetch you money?
No. If you want to know why I set it up, I knew I was not going to make money because I know where I make my money from. And you might not even want to do that job, but that brings money. But I wear a dress, you go and sit there, TV station, nothing. I decided to set up this or establish this radio and TV station because I had a confrontation with the NDC chairman, OBOFUOR, on what do you call it? Peace FM.
Okay.
Peace FM. So I just said, what does it take to set up these things? They asked me to apologize. I said, I will never apologize. So I walked out. And walking out, I told them I will establish my own thing. So I was not doing it for money. I was doing it for posterity.
So you did it to prove a point?
Yeah, posterity, also to prove a point that I can also do it. done it.
But aren't you sinking too much money into it if it's not making any returns?
What I do is I set up the business. I let the business run and takes care of itself. I will not go and take money from other companies to come and support. No, all businesses should be independent. So initially I invest my capital to let it run. Well, not all businesses will do well, especially the media. The media is just a flagship. Your boss will attest to that, we don't make that much money. And the other areas that will complement, it's not every business that you succeed or the profit margins will be the same. So when you put it together, you're still a strong man. But
you have other businesses, farms. You mentioned 2 sites in Tema.
Farms don't bring money, and then you are better off with the media.
Oh, okay. So you don't have farms?
Now I've stopped.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't care how anybody will take it. When you wake up in the morning and you pray, God, let me be poor, then you go into farming. I'm sorry. I'll tell you like the truth. That's it. I don't care what anybody will say because I've been there. So when I see anybody going into farming, I just laugh.
But what were you doing? What exactly were you growing? What were you into?
Dida, Afrancho, Techima, all this cluster of villages gave us 500 acres. And we cultivated plantain in Ashanti region, very close to Agrek and Zema, Yabi. As I speak, we have fish ponds that we created. And one fish pond is over 1 kilometer. But if you go there, about 3 years ago, I think 2 boys drowned because they wanted to go and steal. And they didn't know it was that deep. And they couldn't swim. But we have abandoned all these. Okay, about 2 years ago, I think, NDC time, 2015, 2016, the NDC MC wanted me to come back. When he saw the magnitude of the project and why we have abandoned it, he said to me, we don't want to use politics because this is a noble idea that I think we should come back. But I told him, never. I don't do it. They can't take it.
So did you fail at it?
I'll say yes, but not because of my management, but because of litigation. The chiefs were fighting among themselves that this portion of land is mine, this parcel is mine. Whilst we are here, 500 acres, go past Ministry of Finance. You will get somebody at Ministry of Roads and Highways and you see a smoke coming. They burning the farm because the chiefs were fighting among themselves.
So you can't blame it on farming necessarily.
Let me also continue. I did 595 acres of rice also in my constituency. At the end of the year, we harvested only 1,000 bags of paddies. I had 800 workers in Asin. And when it was time for us to harvest, the workers, they just abandoned it. As I speak, I have a rice mill with the machines in my village.
Why would the workers just leave?
When we speak the truth, Ghanaians don't want to listen. We are lazy. We are lazy. Very, very lazy. And all they know is accusing one person who works hard to come out of those lazy people and be successful. Then they accuse you, are a drug dealer, you are this, you are corrupt, you steal money. Let me give you one typical example. Last week, I'm building a new coal store about 13,000 tons. And the panels are already in. There were 23 containers. I hired boys to go and clear. Remove it from the container and put it in my other cook store, waiting for the new one to be completed for them to fix the panels. There were about 8 boys removing panels from the containers. We had 7 trucks there. They started at 7:38 in the morning. I was there. I left here about 6 something, got there and organized these guys. My sister, would you believe that when they remove 2 containers, we were left with 5. The guys said they were tired, we should pay them for them to go. Yeah. I just look at them, young guys that have energy to work. They were just lying there. And 1 container, they charged me 400. If they remove the panels, 400. So they did, and there were 23. They did only 2. At that time, we had 7 containers there, trucks, for them to take it. They did 2. Said they were tired. Or they know if I give you my phone, they have stupid Agyapong who vomits money. I beg you, I need this. I was there with Madam. Somebody has scholarship to go to US, have scholarship. Agyapong has to pay. Do you know the thinking that goes through? Today I haven't slept. For the past 6 weeks, I've paid over 7 million Ghana cedis duty. But people think that is all. So the people in my village, 800 workers for 598 acres of rice farm. I went there with the then Italian ambassador. He was using his hands to pick the paddies on the ground. As I speak, my rice mill is there. All they did was guys from Fosuzongo also climbed it just to go and steal the electrical connections. I have all the panels now, you can use it. When they were caught, I got my fellow Muslims to come and beg. You see the mindset of people? So if you make money, look, let them say anything. It is the genuine thing I'm telling you. If you make money in Accra and you tell me you are going to farm, you are a fool.
But there are other people who have been very successful.
They've chosen how many? Give me.
You tried it and
how
failed.
Many farmers?
Are there successful farmers out there?
How many? How many? What's your definition of success? How many? I want 1. There were Koranko pineapple, Sappho pineapple. All of them have collapsed. All of them. They were in large scale. What happened? Farming? People have chosen to be farmers. Let them do it. But if you educate yourself, get a job, and you say, you can do processing. But going into that farming, you are praying to God. God, let me be poor, let me be poor, let me be poor. And you'll be poor. Because my mother, who is not even educated, when she saw me paying the workers, you know what she said? Hey, Kwame, money in the city, we are bringing it to this village. You didn't say village. Bush. That's the word you use. Say, hey, Kwame. That was a deep statement my mother made to me. I didn't understand. Because I was so sure I was going to succeed. I'm empowering them.
Aren't you discouraging because we've said that, especially when you graduate from school, don't be looking for a typical office job. You can do something.
Says,
people are encouraging people to go into
I challenge the government. Government will tell you you have finished and go to farming. What are the inputs for you to go into farming? They are just talking. I have been there. And I'm telling you, if I go to university and come, I will not read my lips. I'm a politician. Let them say whatever they want to say. I will not go into farming. Hell no.
So
the government is saying go into farming. Let them give you input. They don't give subsidies to anybody. Elsewhere, US, UK, all over advanced countries, they give subsidies to their farmers. Ask the farmers how much subsidies are given to them. Media, I will not, because that is my personal experience.
Okay.
And let me tell you, taking businesses to the village, you think they are stupid. They are the most clever people in terms of thievery. When you go there, the moment you establish the business in that village, they think you are stupid. Yes, the villagers, you think you are smart, you are going to create jobs for them. You are stupid. They will mess you up. Any person who wants to be serious in life will leave that village, come to Kumasi, Accra, Swedro, and start hustling. That person, if you give him a job, it means he's serious in life. Not that people stay in my village, they are only asking for handouts. And you go and create this. If you like, try, go there. When I see all these, I just laugh. Hey, I have so many factories coming up, putting around Pram, Tema, Accra. If you are serious, I'll invite you from my village to come and work. Case closed.
So you won't take the businesses there?
No, I won't do it
but
again.
But if you're willing to come
if you are willing to come and
elsewhere.
work, yeah. But me, I won't take it. One district, one factory. I won't do it. I won't do it. Because we started a long time. I've given you 500. Look, we still have the fish ponds. Go there. Did that. I don't want you to think that I'm lying. So take your investigators. Go to Ashanti region. It's very close to Kumasi. Even today, it's part of Kumasi. Go and see the fish ponds we still have there.
Well,
when you put the groundnuts on it, then you see mud fish, tilapia, lettuce. Lettuce, it can just hit the water and you think it's a gunshot.
And you've just abandoned.
Yeah, just abandoned. I don't want to hear. I just don't want to hear.
Well, so some businesses didn't work for you. Farming definitely didn't work, but you've had other successful businesses.
Yeah. So I'll go into I'll do more of those successful ones.
Around this period when businesses are struggling, what is working? What kind of areas?
A lot of areas are working. A lot are also not working, So
you keep investing.
Yes.
Why is that? You're not struggling? Everybody else is struggling.
Well, you need to plan your life well. Let me give you scenarios. They brought me a duty to pay. Last week, so far, I cleared 169 containers. Okay, the last 36, I was panicking. I didn't have money, but the power of savings. I had a co-store that after taxes in 3 months, they pay 3 months, I make $270,000 after taxes and everything. So I blocked that money. I didn't touch it. When I needed I can show you the paper I wrote to Fidelity Bank. I used it as collateral and took 1,473,000 because I don't want to change it. I'm expecting some payment that I will offset it and for them to release my dollars. Yesterday, I don't go to the port. The agent came to me to tell me that they've queried it. I said, what do you mean they've queried? You gave me the estimate. Back and forth. This morning, I had to go to the bank again and block $100,000 to go and pay the extra duty that they are demanding. If I don't have savings, if I think life is going to be smooth every day, I will not be saving. I save some in dollars because I try to avoid temptation in cedis, unless it's critical. Then I go for it. And that is what I've done this week. At least 100,000, 270,000. It means I've changed $370,000. There was a shipload that I had to pay 3.7 million. I don't want to think about it. I've paid.
I want to understand the kind of businesses that you do. So apart from the fact that you're a politician, you're an entrepreneur.
I do so many businesses. Sometimes
Such as?
in real estate, you'll be working there and you walk past it, you don't even know I'm the owner of the building. And small.
So you invest in buildings?
Right.
You invest in cars? Do you?
No, car is not an investment. That is just to support your lavish lifestyle. And of course, sometimes I buy expensive cars because before I buy that car, I will plan for about 3 years. But in the course of the 3 years, monies that I give out as gift to people will be more than the value of the car. So sometimes I also have to satisfy myself.
How many cars do you have?
I don't know, here we have 6, but I have others, here where we sit, I think there are 6.
Okay.
But I have other ones in other houses,
How many houses do you have?
147.
147 houses?
Yeah.
In Accra alone or?
Accra, Tema, Kumasi.
147.
Yeah.
You occupy all 147?
No, I rent them. Only a fool. How can you say that? Only a fool occupy 147 homes. You rent them. That's where, in real estate, you don't make that much money, but it makes you comfortable. As I speak, I'm expecting rent from Ghana Revenue Authority because Oman FM, they rent. Another guy has also brought his check. He gave me a post dated 25th. He's also there. I have other properties that, like the coastal. Some they pay, one pays $85,000, one pays $92,000 after taxes. With electricity, everything paid. I have another one, 69,000. I don't have to tell you everything. And there are good businesses elsewhere too. That one, probably one-on-one, I'll show you. Sometimes.
This is one-on-one.
Sometimes, not when we are going. Sometimes, let me give you one example. I'll give you 2.
Okay.
Bankers came to me and they said they wanted an account. Then I said, okay, let me give you one coastal account. And he said, oh no, we want the TV. I started laughing. TV, they can't even make 20,000 cedis. Or net 2, they don't make nothing. Just say, focal. They don't pay me. Oman FM, yes. Oman FM pays me about 50,000 cedis a month.
Okay.
Okay, Ash FM, nothing. Even this month, they couldn't pay themselves. So I don't think of those. But that particular building, you have Agric Bank, you have Vodafone, you have Ghana Revenue Authority, you have One Indian, you have Dr. Mensa. They all pay their rent every month. Okay, every year they pay. Other properties, cantonments and all those things, I get maybe $3,000 here, with this and that. It's not that much, but it makes you comfortable. But the other business that I gave you the example of television and the coastal, because the coastal, you need to put on your jeans and sneakers, your t-shirts, go out there and be prepared to take or carry the fish with a lot of blood in the tuna and everything. Whereas the TV, you'll be fully dressed with suit and whatever. It is not the suit that brings money. So you should know the right business to invest. It doesn't matter the kind of dress you put on, so long as you are going to make money.